OBS is starting recording.
Welcome to
Which means we have to play the
Changeling!
recap again. Haha, this is happening.
Yay.
And then
Oh,
we'll
yeah?
start the game. Yeah, well, I'm not leaving the recap out twice.
Oh, darn Skippy, let's
I'm not
do
going to
it.
be that guy. Last time I checked, that got you shanked.
Last time on Changeling. Our heroes regroup after Samhain. Kyoko's left her phone behind and Talus is in Ottawa. Zistor calls Kyoko, Sophia grabs it. He's severely injured but says something about Braum and a rocket. Kyoko gets a mysterious text saying, activated. Meanwhile, Patches heads down to the workshop and sees that the balefire is purple. She asks Keypad about recent visitors, then heads back upstairs. Sophia and Patches trade info. Patches asks Claude about Braum's rocket, but he's sworn to secrecy. They resolve to dig into Braum's memories. They all go to check on the balefire, where they uncover Patchpad's Samhain encounter. Patches hacks Keypad to gain direct access to the balefire, now green again. Sophia checks the balefire, learning Zistor's still alive and Duchess Eloise was using it to find him. Sophia enters Braum's dream, bringing Patches along with. Rick Scissorhands is a complete shitheel as per usual. Patches out-cheats him, but he throws a fit. Sophia gives Braum a wet dream and he finds his rocket. Back in the Spark, Lady Kyoko and Claude both dish on Braum's Red Branch mission to recover Zistor's rocket. Kyoko cries in Sophia's arms, afraid of how Braum will feel about her when he remembers everything. Who activated the rocket? Are the freeholders going to the West Island or New York? And is Braum's ex-wife Mortal K? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Nailed it!
Bam!
I like how Captain Taff sneaks in a little bit of his conjecture
Yep.
so that we know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's nice though, right? Like, a show with, like a television series that has like a bit of mystery, the editor of the show would make a little compilation of what they feel is, most important from the last several episodes to give us a taste of what we're gonna, Captain Daff is predicting, I say, what we're going to be interested in doing and subtly influencing the players too. Yeah.
As if we need any help.
Mortal K Flakes. Mortal Kombat. Hey, Kate,
Yeah?
what did you buy with your experience?
Dot in gray mirror and one dot in gray mirror, one dot in alertness. Because those are things I needed.
You can actually
Irvine
roll
clearly
green
thought the
mirror.
same.
I'm so happy for you. Yay. Oh, shit.
Finally!
Yep. Definitely things that I meant to buy. But
It's
then didn't because I am dumb.
She's staring into my soul. Now she's just staring at my feet. What's up, Floof? So, who's getting sorcery? All right, Annie, we see how that went last time, all right? Jorik. We're not going down that path again.
There have been times where I've been good enough at a game to be a champion. It doesn't happen very often, and it is still something that, as a game player, I occasionally strive for. I'd like to be a champion. And there have been games that I've been incredibly good at and then stepped away from. Sometimes for as long as a decade. And then someone will bring it back up and offer to play one more time. And as I sit down or lace up, as I prepare for the next time that I play a game where I once was a champion, it floods back. And it doesn't always feel like it will. Sometimes it floods back before the game starts. Sometimes it's halfway through, and unfortunately I've only been playing suboptimally up until that point. And sometimes I recognize everything that I've done wrong at the last minute, when all of that knowledge and skill comes rushing back into my fingertips. It's good to be a champion. it's good to feel like a champion. But sometimes it's even better to come back as a former one. To play a game without the pressure and strain of trying to become the best once more, and instead calling upon that vast breadth of experience and just be one again. When it comes to role-playing, I've never been a champion. It's not really a thing, to be honest. But my characters have occasionally brushed with greatness. Never quite getting there. Never quite succeeding to the limits that they would want. I'm personally curious as to whether or not that will happen here, today. You're still in the exhaust. A question was asked. And Claude leans on the bar, staring at that bottle of scotch, nervously pushing a stirring stick around on his fingertips.
While I do not remember myself or what I have done, I look forward to a future with all of you, my friends, where we can do great things again. Claude, how about a drink for everyone? And I motion at the scotch. The expensive stuff.
Oh.
All right, I guess. And he grabs a bunch of glasses and just puts them and pulls them out. The now playing bar hasn't worked for quite some time. All the programs that do it are currently broken, so I have to wait for them to update. So we're at some point.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever curious about a track, you can ask. I'll do what I can to paste the answer in. So the glasses are spread out over the bar, and Claude either gives Braum the option of pouring, or he'll pour it himself.
This is the most important thing you'll do all day, Braum. No, I couldn't, Claude. I know it's apparently mine, but I wouldn't feel right. I might spill some, and that would be a real shame.
Have you ever seen a bartender pour a drink? It's usual that you'll get drops dropped on the bar, and what that used to be was an offering to people so that they would understand that those who came after them would have access to a tiny drink. The little fairies. But we are the fairies, so we don't need to make offerings, so give me the bottle, I'll do what I can.
Could you pour a little tiny bit in an extra glass for me, please?
Shrugs, he pulls out another glass, puts it on the bar, pours everyone some. Starts doing cocktail flair.
Yeah. If you drop that, I swear to God,
Smashes on the ceiling, it just rains down on him.
Got the glass in my mouth. I don't care. I would like to hear more, of course, but first, Patches, Lady Sophia, Claude, Lady Kyoko, I do not remember all those that I have lost, but I am sure you have all had in your lives. So, and I take the glass with like, the extra one. I would like to dedicate this to all those we have lost and for whom we do all the things that we do. And I pour it in a line down the middle of the bar.
Pour one out for your homies.
So, are we going after the rocket soon?
Well, we have to leave for Quebec City in only a couple of days.
I don't think we're gonna spend more than a few hours if we're at all successful. And if we're not, who cares about the rest of our plans? Are you planning to get captured?
Patches, I'm sorry. Apparently I don't have your degree of experience with
No,
quests.
Sorry. I guess
Any rare
I'm
artifact
being
retrieval?
dismissive. Pardon? Sorry.
I guess you have more experience with this than I do. But this is all new to me, and I have no idea how long it will take.
Well, generally speaking, if you're going into unknown territory, potentially enemy territory, you don't want to plan to be there more than a few hours. Get in, get what you need, and get out. The longer you stay, the longer you risk someone calling for backup and getting you in trouble. But if we want to prepare, wait until we're back from Quebec City, assuming that the Duchess isn't actually our enemy and captures us there, we can wait. We just have a lot of unknowns.
I suppose we are in fact putting the cart before the horse, so to speak. Neither of you are members of the Red Branch. You have no loyalty to this mission or to us. And I don't see what impact this might have on you both.
Well, if it affects the spark, which is still, at least in part, still my responsibility, then it does affect me. And I'll help if I can.
It involves Zistor. He's the one who put us all together. It involves you, and now we're on the same team.
Claude, do you believe that that's all right?
It is policy to not require anyone to assist us. It isn't policy to deny them the opportunity.
Well, welcome aboard, I suppose.
Any
you.
rules associated with working with you?
I've forgotten, I suppose.
It will come back. It will. But in terms of rules, it is actually quite simple. You are not required to assist us. But the instant that it is time to go, that it is a moment of contact, as it were, then there just has to be an establishment as to whether someone is in command. I'm not about to start dragging you into danger, and then if you don't follow what the plan is, you could put the rest of us in jeopardy.
I can follow orders.
It isn't really about orders, as it is about, if you're going to commit, you might as well commit. More
Alright,
to
well
the
then
point.
who is in charge?
At the moment, no one. Typically, the person who is in charge is the one who has the most knowledge and skill in the mission that is being executed. Normally, that would be Braum in this particular case, but I don't think that's necessarily.
Can depend on muscle memory. As much as it's probably all still in there somewhere.
But I'll be honest with you, I'm not really the person who you should be asking the questions of. I was not there. My assignment was to arrive here and make sure that our brother was taken care of.
And who assigned you, Claude?
It would be our commander-in-chief.
No, I don't.
Who?
His Royal Majesty, David Arthur, the High King. Normally, I don't live here. I've lived in Montreal for years. But, I used to call the United States home.
Well, I imagine you two just need to decide. Are you three? Gesturing to Kyoko.
She there?
Yeah, the two of us came out of the
Oh
office
yeah, right,
together.
right.
She's just keeping very quiet.
Mm.
She also hasn't touched her alcohol yet.
I mean, clearly, it's not going to be me. I doubt it's going to be Patches. So, it's up to you to decide and tell us when to be ready for.
It's gonna be me, all that I do. It's not enough for you.
Commercial break is brought to you by.
Sophia, as much as you may not have combat experience, I think that if you're willing to join us, you have a lot to offer. We'll make sure that you aren't in the line of fire.
Actually, it is, Sophia's a mission specialist.
What?
As near as I can tell, you're the only one who's actually been inside the Braum's head.
Well, Patches was just there too.
She does the getting it.
Well, we have not. So it is. You're actually at the moment the one most familiar with what we have been fighting against, specifically when it comes to Braum.
Well, I don't feel like a leader. So, somebody else should take over, please.
So is the goal at the moment to fight that which is holding back Braum's memories?
At the moment, we don't have any mission. Other than the fact that we have to retrieve the rocket at some point. But,
It's not urgent.
we're just sitting in a bar, talking. We don't need a leader for that. I mean, at the moment, the leader is the bottle, and
Claude, I believe Zistor was trying to direct us. I believe Zistor was trying to direct us to the place where we first found the rocket, the basement of an industrial research lab. Do you have any idea where that may be?
Chloe looks pointedly at Kyoko, and her ears flatten against the side of her head, and she grips the cup and then drinks it, resisting the urge to just slam it down, but definitely taking some larger than usual gulps. Once upon a time, I did have an idea of where to go. But I did decide that if Braum was going to lose his memory, then it would only be fair if I did the same thing. So that we would be on equal footing.
Great, well maybe you can find a map of the place where you thought it once was? Maybe a street address?
It's... Well, it's on the island.
Great.
Are we going there now?
Claude, Kyoko, you guys seem to know the most about this rocket. Is it urgent to retrieve if someone's gotten to it? Assuming the rocket is even there.
I thought that the point was that it was relating to Zistor as opposed to the rocket itself.
That's also a factor. I mean, I didn't hear the call, but Sophia made it sound like he sounded maybe quite injured. Do we
He
want to go
didn't
rescue
sound in a
him?
good way. That's for sure.
All right.
I think it is important that we go. Yes.
All
I
right.
don't think we'll be able to find the rocket, but if we do have any information pertaining to it there, that will be very helpful. Apparently this object has the power to undo, was it?
Hmm. So if you know that it's not a suicide mission going in there, let us know what you do know.
All right. Sophia, if you are asking to help, then what I'm going to ask is that you stick close to Braum. We're not sure how this is going to change things.
All right, I'll do what I can.
And you?
I'm in. Tell me what you know. Tell me what I can do best. Are there locks in our way? I can get through them. Are there guards in our way? Maybe Sophia can sweet talk them. Are there large barriers? Braum can probably break them. We've all got our skills. Braum, I'm sure you're good for more than that. I just haven't seen you demonstrate them.
That's actually pretty fair.
All right. This is going to happen, but if we're going to go, we should go now. Sophia, and then he looks Sophia kind of left and to the right, and
Yes?
we're going to need to get you some armor. I'm not having you go in all alone.
All right, where can I get some?
You're going to have to borrow some from Kyoko. She's, I think she's the only one who's going to be of an appropriate size.
I look to Kyoko to see if that's okay.
Now, Kyoko's shorter than you are. And she's not quite as slender, but... And then... probably going to have to hold your breath. And don't worry. About every 7 minutes, you can take one. It won't reduce the effectiveness of the armor. Will you come with me?
Of course.
And grateful to be given an excuse to leave the room, she gets up off her stool and heads right down the hallway.
Claude, I must know, but we'll be ready to go momentarily. I understand if you... Sorry. I understand if you can't tell me, but are there other members of the Bread Branch that will be coming with us? Other denizens of the Spark, perhaps?
No. Not of the Spark.
I see.
Will we be expecting humans or Kithane, or both?
Humans. Only them.
Okay. Okay.
We could contact the last one here, but he's probably not needed on this mission. There's already 5 of us.
You know more than any of us what this mission is going to be.
If I knew more than anyone else, do you think I would be tending bar?
It's a good cover. You hear everything. People love talking to bartenders.
Not this one. This one woke up on the wrong side of the bed one morning and decided that world wasn't just worth it anymore. And when he opens his eyes just a slit, just to make sure that his brother in arms is still alright, he sees a shining sun beaming at him from the face of a young she, and realizes that maybe there's one thing in this shitty world that's worth trying to rescue or protect. And then he drags her into the shit himself.
Well, I guess
don't
that
even
means
have
we'll
a cigarette.
Sophia's back.
Wait, what was that?
Is that a cigarette? Perfect. What?
Sorry, I missed what she did.
Gave him a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm not there though.
No, you're
You know
not
that.
there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, they're just chatting. It's all
okay.
Braum,
good. But you're good.
That's good.
Sorry.
I've made sure that Sophia stands close to you to make sure that if anything goes wrong, she'll have your back. You have to make sure you have hers.
Of course. I know what's important in this world.
Do you know what the projected cost of a human life is?
I would imagine several $1 million if we are talking about currency.
It's about 1.2 million United States dollars.
That's much
Now-
less than anticipated.
Do you know how much, say, the Mona Lisa is worth?
I imagine in the... Hang on. Can I roll for that? No, I'm just kidding. Tens of millions?
The Mona Lisa is a shitty painting. And it is worth so much. And yet, people would die to protect it. If Sophia doesn't come back from this, you've taken something beautiful out of this world. You watch her back. Because I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars to replace her. Nor would I spend a penny.
I only have 2 eyes, Claude. One for her back and one for yours. So have mine. Alright?
I always have everyone's back. I'm a bar back.
I'm just gonna let him have that. I'm not gonna correct him. So,
Ugh.
Kyoko goes into her room, and among the various cosplays that she has hanging up, she pushes some aside until she comes out with what looks like a set of very carefully shaped chainmail.
Carefully shaped.
Have you ever worn a hoodie?
Like one of the sweaters with the hood?
Yes. Have you ever worn one before?
Maybe when I was young. Why?
This is nothing like it at all.
Oh.
But it goes underneath your clothes.
All right. And I look at what I'm wearing. Let's say it's long sleeved.
Is that what you're going to wear? You feel comfortable moving around in that?
I think so.
You realize Claude will kill me if I so much as scratch you.
Dip, 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 dip. Hup. I go to take it on.
So when you put it on, it feels kind of heavy, but relatively comfortable to move around in.
Cool.
You now have the equivalent of chainmail on.
I'll get those stats at some point.
I have that too.
If necessary. Hopefully it's not necessary. Now wearing chainmail. Thank you, Kyoko.
Listen.
You have armor for yourself, right?
Oh, yes. But I don't ever plan on coming back from this mission.
What?
It would be far easier, I think, if I never just came back. Braum would never have to ask me any more questions, and I hear the afterlife is really nice in November.
Kyoko, I don't want to hear you talking like that.
I have earplugs.
Cutie.
Or noise-canceling headphones.
Kyoko, just... It would mean a lot to Braum, I think, if all of his friends came back alive. And I'm counting you among them.
I'm not a very good friend. I'm afraid that I tend to steal things from people, and I'd never share any of my cookies.
You share what's important.
Okay. So the safety on your armor is on the right side. You just have to flick the switch and it will stop working.
What? Wait, sorry, what? One more time?
Let's go. And then she turns and she heads out of the room. There is no switch on your armor.
Cool.
That would be concerning to me.
Kyoko hands Patches a phone. The phone already has a GPS program open, and it has a pharmaceutical campus in the West Island already programmed in.
Cool. I'm gonna quickly check the contacts on the phone, see if there are any.
You're going through Kyoko's phone?
Oh, it's Kyoko's phone.
Well, she handed you a phone.
Yeah, I assumed it was like a burner phone or something.
No, it's a smartphone.
Oh. I'm going to then put that address into my phone.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Are we ready?
I'm just gonna quickly check the armory. See if there's any other armor, though Patches does have light armor. I was trying to find the armor page, but I have no idea where it is. It's on the index. She has some form of lighter armor, and yeah, she's just gonna check and see if there's any useful equipment. Thank you. Concealed Kevlar vest.
So I don't drive.
Mm-hmm.
I never have.
It's alright, I've got wheels. For the 5 of us,
Where do
it'll
you
be a
put them?
little... That's a knocker's secret.
Oh. Oh.
I've never seen a knocker naked before. Is it... Am I the only one that's weirded out by this?
Perhaps we should
I have
save
a car.
afterwards.
Now, it'll be cramped for the 5 of us, so should we take the van?
The last time I checked, driving up into a parking lot in a nondescript white van made you very...
Conspicuous?
Well, I was going to say that it looked like the magic mystery van is
Oh, so we could be like the
Ne-
Scooby Gang.
needs paint. No, because then I'm going to have to be the dog.
No, actually, I was thinking of myself being the dog. Totally.
We did have to assign roles. I think you would end up being Scooby-Doo, actually. Kyoko, yes, that would make the most sense. Velma.
Ixnay on the Og Day.
Oh, yes.
So, it'll be a little cozy in the back seat. That means, Braum, you get shotgun again, because you need the space.
It doesn't have to be cozy.
Look, however you and Sophia want to sit, I don't care as long as you're buckled up.
Sophia,
Yes.
I'm afraid that I left some of your armor back in my room. Do you mind accompanying me for just a moment?
Not at all.
Okay. And she scurries down back towards her room again.
You'd think she'd remember all of the armor before they put it on.
Do you have a purse?
Yes.
Is it... It's not like a clutch, is it?
It's just the right size.
Oh,
It's one of those really like awesome purses that's like perfect size. Do you need me to carry something?
yes. And then she goes into the bathroom, and then a small white rabbit pokes its head out.
Kyoko?
The rabbit hops into her hands. Floppy ears just...
Boy. Oh, boy.
Squeak once if you would like me to keep this a secret from Braum.
It's a puka thing that they do.
Okay, good.
Okay.
No, I just in case
Oh,
she's
oh,
embarrassed
oh,
and she didn't
oh,
want
I
you to see her
understand.
like this. God damn it.
That'd be so
Empathy
cute.
3, man.
Oh. Oh, that's what that's for.
I hope you'll be cozy. I'm kind of like placed her in this little.
It's okay, the purse is microfiber lined.
Ooh.
Yeah, only the
Would
finest things for Sophia.
Air conditioning.
That
in the
doesn't-
purse.
So there's holes in it? Like.
No. Full on AC unit. Right off.
So
we go.
Kyoko sort of very carefully starts pushing away like things like makeup or other things, and then just beds down at the very bottom and tries to wrestle her head in so that her ears don't flop over the side of the bag.
Aw.
Oh, God. So cute.
All right, I'm gonna head back out to the exhaust. Walking very carefully.
Braum is usually in armor. Remind me, Scott.
Yes.
Right.
Like my skin counts as armor.
Right.
So G to G.
Cool.
G to G.
Flaky skin.
Excuse me. Sure that
Armed and armored.
Ready to go.
we don't know what will be waiting for us, but we're prepared. At least.
Great. So Sophia, you're gonna sit behind Braum. Claude, you're gonna sit behind me. Claude, do you have a? We probably won't need firearms rolling in. We should be subtle. Don't mind me. On our way back, let's make that our default configuration. If we all need to jump in the car and get out. Claude, you're coming with?
It's been a while, but yes, I'm on my way. And he looks over at Sophia, and then he nods once, and he picks up his backpack.
We're not perfect.
So this is happening?
I shout down the hallway towards the rooms. Sizer, we're headed out. Probably into trouble. Take care while we're gone.
Bring back donuts.
Noted.
Don't get shitty ones.
Get
What's
fucked.
a good donut? All right, I'll use my best judgment. We're going.
The elevator opens up, and then the four of you, get in.
4.5.
Our objective is just to make sure that Zistor is alright. If he is still there, then we'll take him out. If he's not, we try to establish where he went, or why he was trying to point us in this direction.
So, dealing with humans, it's a pharmaceutical campus. What's our cover story?
There is none. It's after dark. We should have no problem in gaining access already. There's 2 points of entry. The roof and the front door. Generally, there are locks in place. We've already installed a back door. Back when we first were here, a while ago. That was Helena.
Fab.
Kyoko should be able to reestablish that back door, which means that we have 10 minutes to get in and out before the locks will close again, and then they won't be able to be reopened. If need be, we will remain inside and then break our way out, but if we can do this without attracting very much attention, that would be best. I should point out that this place is extremely banal, and cantrips will become difficult to cast.
Oh,
Maybe I should stay behind.
no.
No. Best to try to keep this as subtle and straightforward as possible. As I said, get in, get out. Sophia, you're going to be our sweet talker.
I would feel safer with you, with us, rather than here. No offense meant.
You're going to be what helps us, hopefully, do this without anyone getting harmed.
You're only authorized to use lethal force if your own life has become endangered. Is that understood?
Copy that.
Yes, I understand.
The people who run this laboratory may not be working for a very good person, but they are innocent in and of themselves. There's no traffic on the 20.
That's the first time.
I
The West
popped
Island.
in, like I hit the navigate button, clicked my phone into my dashboard. But first I let them get settled and head to my trunk, pop it open, let Claude throw his bag in, and pull on my the word, which is right here on the page, concealed Kevlar vest. So
Yeah.
gonna quickly pull my shirt off, pull it on, close it, shirt back on, and grab a couple of odds and ends, a tool belt, and stuff out of the back, strap it on.
Claude reaches into his backpack and he rustles around for a bit, and then he pulls out a small plastic pouch about the size of his hand and hands it to Sophia.
What's this?
I'd put it in your purse.
I want to open it.
So when you open it, it just seems to be some kind of stretchy cloth on the inside.
Put it in my purse.
You understand, when she decides she doesn't want to be a rabbit anymore, she won't be wearing clothing.
Of course.
Got a jacket if she needs it. And a sleeping bag, though. That probably won't be very comfortable. But we're good in case we get stuck in a snowbank at this time of year. Unlikely. Anyway, we good? Let's roll.
The least of our worries. As we're getting into the car, Claude, do we know if Zistor was looking for his invention, if he is interested in retrieving it for himself?
I did not hear the phone call. I'm going off everything you told me.
Oh,
Well, he barely told us anything in the phone call.
my understanding is that this rocket is his invention. I wonder whether he wants it back.
As much as I hate to say it, he's not allowed.
We just don't want it falling into the wrong hands.
We don't want it falling into any hands.
So if we find it, we destroy it?
No. It cannot be destroyed, not easily, and if we do, it could have grave consequences.
What kind of grave consequences?
Imagine everything that makes you, you, getting flipped inside out and torn apart in one massive explosion. Now imagine something about 700 times worse than that. It won't be that bad, but I want to exaggerate so that you don't mess with this thing.
We understand.
Great.
Let's see what we find at the very least.
Do you have like early Beatles?
I can do Beatles.
I don't travel in silence to missions.
Oh, I don't travel in silence, don't you worry. I turn on my,
What's on
like,
Einstein?
my 5 CD changer console, because, you know, slightly
What a
outdated car. And it starts playing some, like, Skrillex, and I'm like, next disc, next disc, next disc. Pop it.
Help! Somebody help!
Eventually, the car turns into a parking lot. This parking lot is outside. You ever been to like a pharmaceutical campus? It's a lot of green space, and then like one building.
Yeah.
And the building tends to be kind of big, but not nearly big enough to justify all that green space. And above on the title above there, is Abford, Abford. Don't bother looking it up. It's not an actual place. I'm not about to throw a real company under the bus for this.
For being evil. Yeah, it's no, for sure. I do take note of it, though. Is it associated at all with any universities in town, John?
No, it is not.
So it's
Right
not on the Abbott campus or the McGill campus?
No.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
And when you exit the car, the car doors echoing in the kind of concrete structure.
We go in at the same time. Right. The lights are only down for 10 minutes. Wait in the party, wait at the rocker. I'm looking forward to this bang right now. Shit, when this is over, I'm really gonna take some time to fix things. You should too, I think. First, to be continued.
Oh, looking
I'm not like doing anything, obviously. I'm just like,
Wrong.
yes. What? We're here. Let's go. Kyoko, let's find the back door. Or recreate it, rather. Damn it, Liz!
Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm a child.
Is that your fucking... Is that your thing?
What?
Oh no, I thought that was your legacy.
No, no.
Child.
No.
Okay.
We could all go in the same way. None of us have to go up to the roof.
I'm a hobbyist when it comes to climbing, but I wouldn't call myself an expert. If we need me to, I will.
You just need to get access to Kyoko's phone. Place it close to the door. That'll unlock it for 10 minutes and we head inside.
I'm gonna put my purse down on the ground just in case she wants to get out.
So you put the purse down, and the purse flap lifts up just a little bit, and then just a little nose comes out for a second, twitches twice, and then pulls itself back into the purse.
Okay. Pick it up again, I guess.
I wish she would tell us if she was afraid of something in particular. That would be very useful information.
So I'm gonna take her phone and head on towards the door.
When you place the phone down, close to the door, you can hear 3 very loud clicks, and then you hear Braum's watch make this noise.
All right, we have 10 minutes. Set timer 10 minutes. Put my phone in my
Yes, I
pocket.
assume it must be.
Sorry,
Sorry.
guys. And open the door.
It just destroyed everybody's ears.
Yay!
So for the record, I've got my 9mm in my jacket pocket.
Oh shit. John, has anything like changed on my watch display at all? Or is it just that it beeped when the phone unlocked the door?
A countdown has shown up on your phone
Nice.
10 minutes.
So cool.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going into.
Me too, I
When
guess.
when you open the door, you're now in the reception area. There's a dormant fountain in here and a desk that's very large, very ostentatious, has the people who are sitting on it, a good half a meter above everybody else to make everyone feel small when they come in. There's a bank of elevators behind, and it looks like there's a couple of conference rooms off to the side. These would be conference rooms designed for people who don't necessarily have security access to be able to see.
Basement, was it? I asked Claude and or Sophia and Braum.
Sorry, what did you ask? I didn't hear.
Basement, was it?
Yes. Let's find our way down.
Right.
Is there a stairwell near the elevators, John?
Yep.
There is a stairwell, yes.
Does it have a sign saying if you open this, an alarm will sound?
No.
Great.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to cover our escape.
All right. You keep your. I'll take point. Braum and then Sophia third.
Yes. Let's go.
I'm staying super close to Braum.
Yep.
The lights in the stairwell aren't on. There's some emergency lighting, so it's still possible to see the stairs, but everything is cast in kind of a blue glow.
And I quietly tread down the stairs. Quickly but lightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know. I'm just also going to attempt to sneak down with. Obviously, we're going to go with her.
So I'll have all of you roll wit stealth.
Ooh, boy.
I'm at a +1 difficulty because of my body.
because of your fucked up.
All right, buddy.
I don't know. Why don't I have any stealth? I'm a dancer, for God's sake.
Yeah, but
You're a really
that means
clunky
you
one.
have
though.
like
You're like
a
really
flex,
good,
not
but you
stealth.
always wear wooden
Good
clogs
job,
when you
Liz.
dance. You're like, clonk, clonk, clonk.
Because you want people to see you.
Ooh.
I guess, but she'd still be light on her feet.
It's a good
It's
thing.
just something that I need
Difference
to keep in
seven
mind.
and one success.
The difficulty is 6.
One success.
I botched my roll.
I failed, but did not botch.
A classic.
All right. So you keep heading down the stairs until you reach sub-level 1, and you get to a set of doors. And just inside the doors, you can see that there's several offices. One of them has light spilling out. The others do not.
I'm gonna whisper, but for the sake of stream, I won't. Any sense of how far down it was? Or what type of room it was in? Claude? Anything?
He's not with you.
Oh,
He's covering your escape.
Oh, in that case, then I would have it me, Sophia, Braum. But anyway.
Okay. Just double checking, Kate. Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna crack the door open just a little.
Okay. So when you crack the door open, you hear the sound of pop radio coming in, and you hear somebody humming loudly and
Gender?
badly close to it.
See me,
Male.
gender?
I like
I'm gonna
point to
close
the door.
Sounds too happy. From what you've told me, Zistor was not in a state where he would be humming happily.
We don't know who it is. It could be. Sorry. We don't know who it is. It could be anybody.
Exactly.
It could be someone watching over him.
It could, but we don't want to alert people to our presence unless we need to. Let's see what's below. I'm going to continue downward.
Ugh. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna, against my better judgment, I'm gonna follow Patches.
So as you follow Patches,
Trip and fall down 5 flights of
Clang,
stairs.
clang, clang, clang. My sword
clang,
like
clang,
falls
clang,
down
clang,
as well.
clang,
Clang, clang, clang.
I'm sorry, friend. One of us needs to save her. I'm in no condition.
7, 8, 5.
No time, Braum.
No, I swore.
So did he, Kay.
0, 8.
Braum, now.
See you soon.
so in the moment that starts happening, Braum stops moving.
Stop and look back.
And then, with that look on his face too, Braum stops moving, and then you can hear as he stops, a chunk of his rock just and lands on the middle staircase.
Which chunk?
Bong. Bong, 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 bong.
I'm gonna sneak past him and just take a quick peek at the corridor that we had passed.
So that corridor opens and you can see, the corridor you just passed, the door starts opening. So you can either keep running down this stairwell, or you can try to encounter this person, but this person's going to be stepping out.
I'm gonna close the door again. They've seen us, I whisper.
Yeah.
Are you like with it now, or are you
Nope.
still okay?
Just gonna assume I'm not with it yet. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, sure. Smack him around.
Yeah, if you smack him a couple of times, that's enough to shake you clear, Braum.
I will pinch his earlobes.
Ow,
'Cause
ow.
That's quieter.
So you pinch his earlobes, and that does nothing because his earlobes are full of rock and dust.
Ow, God damn it. You smack me a couple times.
Fine, I'll smack you a couple of times.
When I come to, I'm just gonna start moving down the stairs again slowly.
Faster, guys.
And the door opens up
Faster. Okay.
I've
all
got
right.
my foot against the door.
against the door. So like you hear you feel like a.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Fucking doors always. Then you hear him retreating, and then you hear. Hey? Yeah, I'm caught down in sub-level 1 again. You're gonna have to send some people down to fix the door. No, I'm not staying here all night. Get somebody down here. Fine, that's great. For fuck's sake, beep.
Do I hear the footsteps going away?
No.
I'm gonna keep
Nope.
my foot
Oh.
in front of the door until they're at least a floor down. And then I'm going to hop over the railing and then like lower myself quietly.
That's a Dex Athletics roll, please.
Like a
Yes, sorry, that's so
ninja.
cool.
Like a fucking
Hop
ninja.
over and then like lower and then just look down and be like,
Does this involve steady hand?
No,
Probably not.
not at all.
Athletics.
steady core. Be a really good specialty. Just think about that for next time.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Patches
Three.
lands light on her feet. Her legs are staggered just enough so that she hits the stairs, both stairs at the same time.
All right. I'm gonna peek out the doorway to the next Floor?
The
What
doorway to
happened?
to sublevel 2 is where the escalator, where the stairwell ends.
Okay, great.
And when you open the door, you hear the sound of rushing water.
I stop and look at Braum to see if he is freaking out.
Good question. We all just look at me, and I'm like looking back. What?
And I'm going to, I'm going to look. I assume there's a little window so people don't slam into each other. But I don't see, water rushing on the ground.
No, you hear it running through pipes.
Crack the door.
You
Nothing?
hear it more. There's a
Great.
dark hallway ahead of you, and it feels quite cold.
Does it sound like the water from my flat? I mean, that's a ridiculous kind of statement.
Sound
but,
like the same rushing water as that.
I'm sorry, old friend. One of us needs to save her. I'm in no condition.
7.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it could be. It could be
Like a
a sewer or a
babbling
river. I'm not
brook.
sure. Yeah.
At the moment, it sounds
Okay.
like water running through pipes.
Okay. Okay.
Normal enough for a pharmaceutical company. I assume they manufacture pharmaceuticals and need water.
They manufacture water.
Yep. But it's medical water.
Medical water.
Oh, we're
Go.
just at the place where they make vitamin water. Anyway, so I'm gonna head out into the hallway and see if I can find any sign of life or activity down here.
Sophia, Braum?
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna just turn around and make sure we weren't followed down, I guess, but then kind of continue through. Close the door behind us.
So there are 3 doors on either side of this particular hallway before you get to the end, and then you turn a corner. None of the doors are currently open, but each one of them just has a number on them. S2-1, S2-2, and so on.
Like 1 through 6. Okay.
Yeah. It feels pretty cold down here. But not temperature cold. Enough to send a shiver up your spine, but that's it.
Okay. Claude mentioned the banality of this place. Let's be careful.
So,
If I try one of the doors, John,
Mm-hmm.
is it unlocked?
Which door are you trying?
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm just looking at my series of numbers. 5?
All right.
It's not a thing, but okay.
So you open the door,
It opens. Yeah.
and inside, you see a gurney. But the gurney is soaking wet. There's 2 pipes on either side of the room on both walls that are just letting water loose into the room, and it's running over the ground, making it about 5 centimeters deep, about 2 inches deep. And there's a few drains that are pulling the water out, but it keeps getting fed in more and more by these pipes. This does sound like what you were hearing in your memory.
Right.
Um,
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
There's a lip at the door, so the water doesn't immediately start rushing out. There's computers that seem to be insulated. They've got plastic bags around certain parts of them. The computers are not on. And there's a set of surgical equipment on a tray close to the bed, laid out, each one of them wrapped individually in its own sterile bag.
Is it? Are there also some sort of restraints on this gurney?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my purse down again, opening
Oh, you still have
facing
it?
the door to the office.
All right. So this time the rabbit hops out of the purse, and then with its tiny little paws drags the little black pouch out.
Everyone turn around for a second.
it takes only about 4 seconds for Kyoko to shift back into her normal form and pull on the bodysuit that has been handed her. She tucks her tail into one of the holes and then reaches around and quite nimbly manages to zip it all the way up the back herself before turning around, flexing gloved hands. I didn't bring a bathing suit. I'm sorry. I knew that I'd come unprepared.
Lady Kyoko, do you recognize this place?
No.
Hey, John. Can I roll to see if that was the truth?
Yes.
Yes! Hooray! Write it down.
You can. Her manipulation and subterfuge is 7.
Oh, okay. I feel pretty good about this.
So does that mean you need to get more than 7, or 7 and higher counts as
7 and
success?
higher? It's like that's the difference.
That's his difficulty.
1 success.
She is lying to you.
Perfect. Lady Kyoko, please. I know it must be hard for you to remember these things or to talk about them, but please, you must
I
try.
take off my shoes and stuff them in my jacket pocket, my left pocket, and socks. Shove my socks into my shoes so that I won't be leaving wet marks coming out. Roll up my pants and head into the room.
Slosh in.
The water is kind of, it's cold, but not like, oh god, cold.
You just decide, tap water cold at this time of year.
No, warmer than that.
Okay.
Think if you like took the hot and the cold and turned them both on.
Okay.
So, but it's not above your body temperature, but
No.
it's not bad.
Okay. And I'm gonna see if there are any other doors inside of this room.
No.
All right, Crosser.
Use my sleeve, lift up the plastic covers, try to get a sense of what type of computers might be in the room.
These are workstation computers. Like, they're designed for a lot of computation and not a whole lot of, fancy OSs.
Cool. I'm gonna step out again. Do you want to take a look? I asked Kyoko.
Dude, you're getting Adele.
Nice.
You'd better check the other rooms. She steps in and she pulls up the so that her suit isn't getting wet either.
Mm-hmm.
Heads over to the computers and boots them.
Yeah, I'll start opening other doors. I guess
we'll
I'm
follow.
checking for Zistor, really, or I guess anybody, but Zistor.
We're gonna close the door for now. We'll knock at the very least, if not come open the door on our way out. We're gonna close the door. So if someone comes down the hall, they won't just automatically see her.
And then she looks at you as the door is closing and mouths, "Not 3."
Fuck.
I know which one I'm going for.
So, Braum, what's the next room you're trying?
Are they arranged? I'm so sorry to be so technical. Is it
So
1,
on
2,
the
3
left
this-
side are odd numbers, 1, 3, 5.
Yep.
So you've gone basically to the end of the hallway. And on the right side are 6, 4, and 2.
Perception 1.
Check this next one. I'll go across the hall and start doing even.
I'm going with you.
Probably just perception.
Check this side.
What are you?
To try to see if she was lying. I assume yes 3 from her, but
So she said not 3.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
kind of difficult to. Are you trying to figure out whether or not she intends for you to go to 3 or away
Yeah.
from 3? Okay, that's less lying and more trying to figure out her meaning. So it's perception, empathy. If you don't have any empathy, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, folks.
She does not seem to want you to go there.
Seems legit.
She said not 3. But coming from Kyoko, I'm really not sure. I'm gonna just...
Room 6, when you open it up, it's an identical room to 5. Only the layout's reversed.
Right.
Okay, let's keep going. Is there a
I'll
room
try.
7?
No, there's only the 6
6.
rooms.
Okay, back to room 4.
Yep, next one.
Identical, although in this one, the water isn't as clear. It seems to have churned up some silt.
Room 2.
Room 2 is locked.
Room 1.
Room 1, when you open it up, is a janitor's closet. However, this particular janitor's closet seems to have a lot of paper towels, mops, squeeze buckets. This one does not have a water on the floor.
What type of lock is on the door to room 2?
Just a standard, like, doorknob.
Gonna try to pick it.
Okay, that's wits larceny. That leaves door 3 is the only one you have not checked.
Well, yeah, I'm if there's clearly nothing in room 1 other than some like janitorial supplies, that's where I'm headed.
I will follow you.
Fuck yeah.
So the door clicks open for Patches.
Gorkless.
Yes.
Inside, it is not a duplicate of these other rooms. Inside room 2 is an office. This office has pleasant lighting inside. It turns on automatically when the door opens. And it even has paintings hung on the wall, digital paintings that show the outside in a very sunny atmosphere to give the illusion that they're not in the basement. There's a workstation computer. There's also a personal laptop sitting on the desk, a couple of rubber plants, and a couch next to a pod coffee dispenser and a water cooler.
Who left their laptop?
If we had more time, I'd go to town. Is there a filing cabinet or
No filing cabinet.
drawer in the desk that could hold files?
There are drawers in the desk. All right, Braum. You open door 3.
You opened door 3? I thought you were going back to the janitor's closet.
No, if there's nothing in room 1, I'm going to room 3.
But we were told not to go to room 3.
Not to me.
Yeah, Pat just
I
passed
told
along a
you.
message to us.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh.
Well, I definitely
No.
would have told you.
No, she did. As she was
I
leaving,
absolutely would have told you.
Oh.
It
I was
kinda quiet,
telling you.
Oh, that's my mistake. I'm sorry.
But you're still doing it?
Well, yeah.
Oh boy.
Braum, when you open up
Why
door
not?
3, it is a room much like 6, 5, and 4. However, in this one, the gurney does not have a mattress. It's just a metal plank. To your right, against the wall, is a smear of iron-colored paint on the wall. And leaning against the doorframe is a fireplace poker.
Is there also the rushing water from the
Yes,
other?
the water is still here.
I'll step inside. Take it in. Maybe take a look at the.
Braum, be careful.
Don't just. There's nothing here that can hurt you.
Iron.
I'm not gonna grab it, but yes.
When you step inside,
Fuck.
you can see that there's a cell phone tucked away next to one of the computers.
I'm gonna move towards it.
Patches.
Any files?
Inside the files, you can see that there's a lot of very pleasant files that has to do with Abford's company policies when it comes to new hires.
Flick, 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 flick.
And then you come across a document, and inside it just says the word homepage.
Phone, photo, close it, put it back, close the drawer, go see where they are, see if they're not in the hallway.
Patches. I'm still outside the door, and I'm looking for Patches.
He just did it. I don't know.
Is there like a little click on the back side of the doorknob to lock it again?
Yes.
Pull it closed. Get into the room.
Patches, or you just barge in. There's iron in there.
The cell phone is there, and there's been a call recently placed from it.
I'll slowly and shakily open. No, I'm kidding. I would like to know to whom the call was recently placed.
Kyoko.
Yeah.
Is there a picture accompanying the phone?
Yes.
Oh shit! Really? Great.
Not like this.
Are you gonna ask
Yeah.
what the photo is?
Sure.
Are there any other visible doors or exits or anything in this other room?
In room 3?
Yep.
Yes. In room 3, one of the drain grates has been pulled aside.
How big is it?
It's large enough that somebody could fit down there.
John, are there other contacts in the phone, or is it clear to whom the phone belongs? I don't know how long it's going to take for me to figure that out.
There are other contacts. You see that there are contacts for Claude, Incisor,
Oh, yeah.
Love, Greymare. Sorry, Granville, not Greymare. Greymare's the thing you bought, not the thing that you...
Gray man.
God.
Love.
Granville, Eloise, some other random things like takeout places.
Montreal places.
So Claude said he doesn't drive?
No, Kyoko said that she didn't drive.
Okay.
Go on.
And my keys to Sophia because her hands aren't currently occupied. Get in the car. Get Kyoko. Get out of here.
What?
If I don't rejoin you before the timer is up, find the closest Tim Hortons. I'll find you.
What? We can't leave you here.
I point to the open drain. This is all whispered. Again, just, streaming.
No, boy.
I'm gonna shine my phone's flashlight down the drain as best I can with the water rushing in.
It hits the water and then the turbulence just bounces off it. It's impossible to see down there from up here.
Patches, why would he leave his phone behind?
So we knew he was here.
Right. This door wasn't locked, though. He didn't necessarily go out this way, if it was even him to begin with.
How much time do we have left?
Oh yeah. Hey, what's my phone say?
3 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Hand my phone to Sophia. 30 seconds, then you guys bolt. And
Like
I'm
30.
going to lower myself into the grate.
Oh fuck.
I would definitely have a length of rope on my person.
Yeah.
Find something to secure it to.
Hold on a second.
Secure it to the grate.
Sure.
Okay. Roll me your stamina athletics.
Ooh.
There's rushing water. She'll need to be able to hold herself.
While Patches is descending, perhaps check the end of the hall to see if there's any more spots that he could have gone.
One success.
By myself?
Okay.
Well, with Kyoko.
So your hands feel very slippy as you start heading down, and then your feet encounter another grate, and then something hard.
Oh, come on.
I try to feel it with my feet because my shoes would still be in my jacket pocket.
It's strange. It feels almost like a
Person?
no.
No?
It feels like a metallic sheet, but curved.
I try to grab purchase with the edges with my feet, if possible.
So when you pull it up, you pull up a breastplate, a chimerical breastplate.
I'm gonna try to hold it between my ankles and climb back up.
Okay.
Badass. That's so badass, right? How do you do it?
So you pull up and then plonk.
I'm gonna close the grate, cut the rope, grab it with me.
I'll have all of you roll perception alertness, please.
Awareness.
Difficulty?
Difficulty here is 8.
2 successes.
What?
Really?
Three.
One.
Someone has locked the door to the stairwell.
Well, you hear like a really loud, like, click.
More like a chung.
Oh. Oh. What?
Someone locked us in.
Looks like we'll have to bust out then. It's weird.
All right. I'm gonna listen at the door to see if there are any footsteps heading towards us, or if I hear footsteps fading.
The breastplate, Braum,
Yes.
when it comes up, I'll have you roll. Could you roll me a perception Greymare, please?
Done. Coming up. Whoa. Real quick, guys. Real quick. Diff.
6.
Super good.
Damn,
Four
son.
successes. Super good.
This breastplate was clearly created for either a man or perhaps a creature of slim build. It has a lot of detailed, intricate work done into the metal that has stood up even after rushing water after all these years. But there is one thing that you do recognize, and that is the symbol that's been marked in the bottom right of the breastplate, like down here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few notches in that, which has this nagging familiarity to you.
I'm running my finger over them, but it's obviously not meant to fit me. I look to Kyoko, who's not in the room, who is in the next room over. John, the door that was locked to us obviously was not this room, it was the one at the end of the hall, yeah? Like, not the stairwell, right, okay.
Yeah.
Patches, is the coast clear? We need to get Kyoko and get out of here.
So, have I heard any footsteps coming down the hall?
No, you just heard the door being closed.
I'm gonna open the door as little as possible, try to peek out. And if the door opens the wrong way, I'm gonna use my phone's camera. My selfie front-facing camera. Poke it out so that I can see down the hall.
There's no one in the hallway except then from behind, Kyoko comes out and then turns, and then she kind of goes this.
Was there an elevator access point down here?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna head.
We haven't gone around the corner yet at the end of the hall, so there might be more. Who knows?
I'm gonna check the door.
The door leading to the stairwell?
Yep.
Barricaded, and then you hear from behind, "Just stay there, it's okay. We'll get you out." It's not a voice you recognize. It's the same male, it's the same male voice that you heard before.
I motion to everybody and at the other end of the hall.
Yep.
And start making my way there.
Yep, I'm gonna follow him.
Following.
You said it rounded a corner, John, so just, we haven't been down that way. What's around?
Around the corner, there's another 2 rooms, and then there's one large set of doors similar to the staircase doors on the other end of the hall.
I'm gonna try those doors.
When you open the first door, in the first door, you find there's an autoclave. That's a machine that you put surgical instruments inside to sterilize them.
Okay, I meant the stairwell door.
Oh, the stairwell door.
Yeah. But let's say I
That
push
one doesn't
that
open.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to look above me and see if there are any ventilation grates.
None that people would be able to crawl through. Unless you were a Sluo.
Nice.
And are the ceilings those like generic hallway tiles?
No, it's concrete.
Oh.
Right, let's check the rooms, the other 2 rooms.
So in one room, there's an autoclave inside.
Yep.
And there seems to be shelf after shelf after shelf of surgical equipment. And then in the other room is locked, but it's still the same kind of doorknob lock as before. It's the exact same thing. You manage to click it open, and when you open it up, inside are 5 shelves, or rather 5 doors built into the wall, about that big, maybe a little bigger.
Okay. Do they have anything
With
on it?
handles on them. Big, kind of like safe door handles, but
Okay.
no lock. And there's a single gurney in here as well. Same,
So morgue-like.
yeah.
Sophia, look away. I'm gonna crack open one of the doors.
I will look away. Despite feeling patronized, I will look away.
So 4 of the doors, it's open and
Okay.
like they're closed, but the lever
It's
is
not like
open,
locked,
so
clicked, so
there's
it's
nothing
locked.
behind.
Okay.
And then there's one where it is closed.
Open it.
When you open that door,
Mhm.
it opens slowly, and inside you see a body bag zipped closed. The bag is black and dripping wet.
Is it what I think it is?
Yes. Why are they keeping dead people down here?
Alright, guys. I'm gonna see what I can find out about this, since we seem to be stuck down here anyway. I'm gonna pull the drawer out, hoping that there's some form of identification on the outside of the bag.
Nope.
Toe tag?
The drawer pulls halfway out,
Yeah.
and then the bag comes in with the drawer.
Mm-hmm. Is there a zipper near the feet that I can open?
Yes. Well, there's zippers
At both ends?
on both ends, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to zip the feet open and check the feet, see if there's a tag on the toe.
So when you unzip it and you check the feet have shoes on.
If I can find any skin, I want to feel if it's warm or cold.
So Patches reaches into the bag and starts like rummaging around in there. Inside of the
feel an
bag is
ankle.
wet. And then when you feel and like underneath jeans,
Yeah.
you feel a warm patch of skin.
I'm gonna fucking unzip it all the way.
Patches, what the hell is going on in there?
When you unzip it all the way, you see
Body's warm.
when you zip it all the way, you see a very bloody but breathing Zistor Flexx. And his eyes are half open and fluttering.
Uh,
I'm going
Let's-
to zip
Who's
it closed. It's Zistor.
let's
Zip it closed.
Push it back in. Lock the door.
lock it. Get out of there.
Better off.
Light it on fire.
We need an escape route.
Look, we have two options and we don't have a lot of time. We can either send Kyoko up and around to try to open the door, or we can just kick it open and run.
We'll go up the door we didn't come down. I'm going to...
Hey.
Is he alive?
Yes. Yes, Sophia, he's alive. We'll...
take him out of the bag. Throw him over my shoulder.
Whoa.
No, hand him to Braum.
John,
Yeah.
how is he doing? He's very bloodied and he's barely breathing, I believe you said.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
But is
You can
he-
roll perception medicine.
I would love to. Just to get a sense of what his injuries are right now, what happened to him. May I do so?
Yep.
Coming up. Diff? Ooh.
Difficulty is 6.
Okay, so a fail, but
Phew.
not a botch. Perfect.
And John, when you say this place is full of banality and that makes casting cantrips difficult, how difficult are we talking here?
So, when it comes to casting cantrips, the difficulty is that if the current location has a banality greater than 7, it's a +1 modifier. So it's not impossible, it's just harder.
Okay.
So like 9 instead of 8 by default, but you could like
Right.
break it down or whatever.
Okay.
The wounds on his body look like they're blackened. That's consistent with what would happen if you were wounded by cold iron. It looks like he's been stabbed a couple of times by something
Yikes.
not very sharp.
Oh.
Right. I'm gonna head to the second stairwell, not the one that the guy was at.
Okay.
And see if I can't open it.
Sophia, I'm not sure if there's anything you can do with the time that we have, and if not, we can just try to get him back.
Trying. Some in the bag or in the room where he was. Is there like some kind of like a container of some sort, like near the gurney or at the desk? Like I'm talking coffee mug, petri dish.
Yes,
cup.
there's a few coffee mugs.
Great. I will grab one. Oh, and you mentioned a coffee machine in one of the rooms, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah, it was the office that Patches looked into.
There's
locked
there's
in
water in this one, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. There's water in this room, John?
There is water in this room. Not water on the floor, just like a sink.
I'm just gonna fill the cup with water.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to make an effigy of Zistor.
Whoa.
It'll only be able to perform one action, which I will make shallow breathing.
Okay.
And I want to put it back in the bag.
All right.
Badass.
What's your bunk?
I am going to put him in the water and like splash it over him.
So there's only a sink.
Oh,
It's not water
that
on the
room doesn't
floor.
have water
Yeah.
on the floor? I am going to...
Sorry, it's loud in your mic.
I'm going to...
Jesus, Captain.
Scott, tell me that's not a bong.
What? It's his water bottle.
Yeah, it still looks like a bong right now.
Okay.
I mean, what's Zistor done for me lately?
God damn it.
That's pretty good.
While Patches is doing this, I'm also trying to cast something. So I'll just do it simultaneously, I guess. I want to try very, very, very carefully to drop a few drops of his blood, like that have accumulated in the body bag, into the coffee cup
Okay.
Ugh.
and stir it with a stirring stick.
Blip. Blip.
And like dance around with it a little bit in
Perfect.
the hallway. So I'm just gonna hold it over my head and like spin.
You know this night guard's just like, duh. He's like looking in.
I'm
He's
gonna
like,
cut off a bit of his hair and sprinkle it in the body bag because I want to put create the effigy inside of the body bag.
Okay. So your difficulties. You're using the nature realm, Sophia, because you're using water.
Perfect.
So your difficulty is going to be 7. You are creating an effigy
Which is
of a
Leisure
person.
Domain 3.
So it's Fae. So both your difficulties are going to be 7.
Can I use the dots
Oh no,
that I
shit!
have?
6 for both of you.
Okay.
You're both level 2 bunks.
And I'm rolling the dots that I have in each art and realm.
Yes.
I'm going to spend a dot of willpower.
Okay.
It's 2 successes for me.
Oh, friggity frack. So 2
get-
successes because it was diff 6.
Yes.
2 successes with my willpower.
All right. So I assume you're creating a well of life, Sophia.
Yes.
So your well of life will last for an hour. Your
Great.
effigy is going to last for a minute.
quick, throw it at the door.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I would have left the body bag on the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it wide open, and I'm gonna head for the staircase.
So the staircase door. When you head to the staircase door, you hear behind it, "Don't worry, we're going to get you out in a second. We're just trying to fix this."
So another person on this end.
It's a different person here. Hey, tell me your name. Susan? Okay, Susan, what's up? I'm frightened. It's very dark down here. There's a lot of water, and honestly, it's really freaking me out. So if you can just let me go, I'd really appreciate it. And then Kyoko balls her hands into fists and takes a position opposite the door.
So this door is barricaded, you said?
Well, it didn't open when you tried to open it. It's okay. We just have to give us 2 seconds here, and then I'm going to have all of you roll perception alertness again.
Great. I'm going to position myself on the opposite side.
Difficulty is 6.
Perception alertness.
And who currently has Zistor? Okay.
I gave it to Braum.
Okay.
Zistor
Six?
Flexx.
6.
Yeah, 2.
Braum, you can hear the telltale sound with 5 successes of people unholstering and unsafetying.
He did not have 5 successes. He was raising his hand to say he had Zistor. He
I
had
had
one
one
success.
success.
I had 3, and
I didn't
Kate
hear.
had.
Then Sophia hears this.
Yeah.
You can hear the sound of metal being pulled loose from leather.
I think they're trying weapons.
Good.
Fuck that up. Oh, Braum's got 5 successes. Dark.
It could have happened.
It's all good.
Scott's
Alive.
fault for raising his hand.
It's happened.
But you asked who had Zistor.
I want to go to, if Zistor's like in your arms, I want to try to get him to drink some of the Well of Life.
I actually put him down and prop him up against the wall.
Drink your own blood, man. Come on. Super important.
Drink your own blood, man. It's super important.
Hashtag just Sophia things. I don't know where it is.
So when you pour it down his throat, you see that some of the wounds stop oozing blood, but you can heal 1 level of aggravated damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice.
Hey, better than a kick in the throat.
Yeah, I guess because cold iron is sort of special, right?
Well, I'm just trying to keep him from dying.
Legit. I'm gonna go with legit, Alex, for 400.
Okay, we've got the door ready. Just stay clear, okay, Susan? Okay.
These guys are like pressed on either side
Right
of the
next
wall.
to the door, yeah.
I guess I'm gonna step a few steps back down the hallway and like crouch, like preparing to just launch
Zistor
myself
at him?
at the door.
Now we can put Zistor down.
Oh, that'd be
against the wall.
so good. Yeah, I prop Zistor up against the wall. Catch this, and then just punch him.
Zistor's breathing has started to become a little more regular, but he's still in a pretty bad way. The door opens up. Do any of you need a break?
I wouldn't mind filling up.
We're
filling up
going
my
to
glass
need wine
here.
for this next part, I think.
Or-
Here,
Unless you need to
Amphetamines?
unclip.
I don't. Thanks, Liz. Oh. Here you go.
Hi, chat.
Hi. Hi, Kate. Oh, it's just us now.
Oh,
Quick, Kate. What do his notes say? Just kidding. It's fine.
he fucking doesn't have any notes. What's up
Oh
with
God.
this? How am I supposed to
John.
cheat?
Noteless. I like it. Oh, maybe you can feed the cats too, Liz. I don't know.
Do you want me to feed the cat?
I mean, might shut them up. Who knows? Oh, Coldrake. Boo. Ah, yes. Bong water. Jar Jar jarred by a Jar Jar. It's a Julian Stambouli original.
Yep.
That kind of jam.
Oh,
Get out of here. Get your jam out of here. Oh God.
so chat, how y'all doing?
I just want to say, Kate, I am so disappointed that effigies only last for whatever.
It's based on number of successes.
Right.
1 round, 1 minute, 1 scene, blah 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 blah. Um,
I feel like you could pull some really cool Weekend at Bernie's shit, but like, even a scene is like,
Yeah.
what's that, 20 minutes? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
not, you can't
I
pull
mean,
off these
scene would
like
have
grand.
been probably enough. If I'd used time, I could have tripled duration. But like, I basically was trying to make it so that they would think we found the body, but
Right.
didn't take it.
No, for sure. I just like, it's
yeah.
disappointing that the cantrip kind of has.
Such a short duration.
Yeah, like, I mean, you're not going to score 3, 4, 5 successes all the time, you know what I mean? So it's just too bad. But whatever, they might, yeah.
Spend a willpower and everything.
Oh, Liz. Oh, Liz.
But yeah, we're probably going into combat. As
Okay, Braum's ready to breathe fire, and I don't know. This is why
don't
they call
get
me
shot
the
again.
Dragon of the East. Fwah. Isn't that Iroh on Airbender?
Probably.
Is it East? There's a moment where he's
Probably.
like, "This is why they call me the Dragon of the," but it's maybe not the East. Yeah, and he does like it's so fucking sweet. Yeah, Kung Fu, sure. Hurl myself at them, beat them senseless, and don't get shot.
Unrelated to anything.
No, Kung Fu, I don't have a plan.
All right, Aragorn, shoot.
I shouldn't be in charge of this. We're ready, Aragorn.
We're ready. I know, I was thinking like climb into the drawers, but like fuck that. That's just trapping us.
Let's make a note. Maybe we don't have to ask Zistor, but like let's make a note about the water thing. That's
A
really
wilder
weird.
pea? You saw a wilder pea? Hee hee hee. Oh ho ho. I'm so funny. Sorry.
That's so
Was
cute,
that
though.
a majestic experience, Aragorn?
It seems majestic. I buy that so much. Ay, ay, ay. I'm loving it. No, it's... I'm imagining you like squealing in the back seat, and they're just like, okay, Aragorn, okay. Aragorn saw a deer peeing the other day, or yesterday.
Nice.
That's very funny.
I will think on it, Crosshair, and try to have an answer for you post game.
All right, ready?
Oh, yes.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Well, we're fine.
The door swings open, and you see that there are 4 men with pistols aimed at the door, and then standing behind them is a woman who is dressed in a very crisp white lab coat, half-moon spectacles, and graying hair pulled up in a very tight bun. She narrows her eyes, and she presses her hand on her sternum. I see more specimens. Well, if there's going to be more specimens, make sure that you... And then counts. You're still on one side of the door, and so right now it's just Sophia and Braum that she can see alongside... Where did you put
Would
Zistor?
Sophia have stepped out into the hallway?
Yeah, I think I'm still next to the morgue drawer because that's where Zistor is.
I was definitely in the hallway.
Where is Zistor?
Because you put him down back in the drawer on the desk, right?
I propped him up against the wall. I
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
clear
Sorry,
where that
I
was.
heard that.
Sorry.
Wherever Zistor is where I am. So wherever you have.
So just inside the room, and your effigy is still on the gurney?
Yeah.
More specimens, then. Oh, I recognize this one. Make sure you put him in room 3.
I don't recognize this woman. I stand. I'm not making any sudden or threatening movements. I stand. You will let me leave this place now. That's it. No. You will let me leave this place now. I swear to you, by all that is natural and good, not like this terrible place.
Funny. Specimen K said the same thing.
Does that do anything for me, John? I mean, I know who, like, I recognize the name K, I guess.
Maybe. That's up to you.
Okay.
I think you'll find that those who infiltrate this place end up benefiting us instead of stealing. You should have learned that the last time you were here. Your friends did.
I don't know what it is that you have done to me.
She doesn't see Sophia Drake.
Whew.
Hey.
I don't know what it is that you've done to me. But I swear to you, I will find out. And I will be revenged in equal measure upon you and anyone that you hold dear.
Bold words from someone with a Rick in their head?
You know much about me, and I know little about you. But that doesn't matter.
I don't know much about you at all. But you're welcome to lie down and allowing me to study you. There's so much more that your body can teach me than your words ever will.
Let's see if you can take me. And with that, John, I'm gonna try. Well, yeah. How high is the ceiling? It's a basement. It can't be like a million feet up in the air.
It's about 10 feet.
Great. Easy.
10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet.
Just like a bunch. I'm gonna reach up and slam into the ceiling with my fists, and oh my god, and slam into the ground with my feet, trying to like connect me. You know what I mean? Like trying to center myself through, and then pull my fists away and roar as a bunk, casting a defensive blessing on all those here.
Oh, that's so nice.
So you're using scene?
Some business.
Sorry, what?
Are you using scene? Sorry.
Yes, I have seen one, which is.
And what is your affinity?
Fae.
Then your difficulty is
I've seen two.
7.
Fabulous.
Well done on that bunk.
Well, I'm gonna go for it, and hopefully I can. I'm spending a point of willpower, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Braum City. Point. Okay, no, I I got 2 successes plus 1 from willpower is 3.
Yes.
Which, for anyone... Hang on, sorry. The scene targets the cottage. So, like, I think all 5 of us pretty safely.
All attacks directed against the subject increase their difficulty by 2.
Thank you, yeah. Yes. To a maximum of 9. So, harder to hit.
Deal with it. And she turns and starts walking back up the stairs. And the men with guns start advancing into the hallway.
I would like to cast Ensnare.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a length of rope at their feet as my bunk.
I'm going to throw a number of Lego blocks at their feet.
So this is actor.
Yeah, how do I... Is it
You'll have to spend a point of glamour
Yep.
for targeting something for which you don't have the realm. Another point of glamour because it's weird.
Yep.
And then you would roll your legitime straight with no additional...
Okay.
But you can also spend willpower on this.
Yeah,
God damn it, Kevin.
sure. I'll spend a point of willpower.
Do it.
1 success.
That'll last 1 round.
All right, so they're all slowed and they have a +3 difficulty to all physical actions. So the first thing that happens is that all of them decide to fire upon Braum. We're not rolling initiative as their difficulties are currently above 10.
Ta-da!
So all of their guns go off, like echoing loudly down the hallway, but all the bullets just kind of, as all their guns start getting wrenched up into the air from the ensnare, which now gives Sophia and Kyoko time to act. Sophia?
Okay, so they're all at the stairway, and there's another door.
We've lost your video feed.
No, god damn it. All right, we're going to try to fix it, but this might involve ruining everything, so just give a sec.
Although it is a sassy look of Scott right now.
Yeah, now you get sassy Scott while I go, shit, what should I do? Scott, what are you doing?
I was going to feed the
No, the cats have been fed. I fed them. I dropped Ripley's food into her water dish by mistake. Yay! Oh, and that's the best we've ever looked.
The beautiful default quality.
This is gorgeous. We've never looked better.
Cats.
Shine bright and bright. All right, hold on a second here. Feb.
It's all a hilarious ploy, guys. It's so that Liz can think of her action.
Liz is not having any better luck. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat.
Yeah.
A very blue Dabba D.
Dabba-die.
Oh, turned it off. I didn't mean to. Hold on.
But you did.
Turned it off.
Shit.
Like a light switch goes click.
Ah. Okay, we have to switch it again. Okay, wait. How about we... All right, we're going to disconnect the call and come back. Is that cool, guys?
Why? Open cam control and then replug the camera.
Okie-dokie.
It's Scott's eyes.
Oh. Sabrina Reeves original, everybody. That's a headshot artist here in Montreal. I mean, it's no Julian Stambouli, though. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bloop, blop, bloop.
This is what I did before, right? And then
Yep.
this doesn't open.
Right.
So you have to click this.
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna do that.
Yes, John.
Okay.
Hey, what the hell?
No.
Kyoko do?
It kind of depends on what Sophia does.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, let's say that. See now, how do we get it?
Kill this.
Okay, kill it. Okay, it's killed.
And then right there on the screen, next to the end call.
Yep.
We're learning so much today, guys.
Ah,
There you go.
we're back. Yeah.
Combat. It's always an adventure.
Whee!
All right,
I
Sophia.
really remember that name. No,
Well,
number,
of
rather.
course. Guess what? I wasn't just figuring out. Okay. I guess like if there's a way of getting to the door, I want to see if there's a way to cast spring on the doors to like make the foliage burst them open, kind of thing. It would
the other set.
well the set furthest away from the guns.
Right. It's legit. Yep. My bad.
So it would be verdant reclamation, I guess, but I don't know. Is that something I can do, John?
So in terms of you're trying to burst things open using that?
Yeah.
All right, let me see here.
Leave us alone, Mel Brooks.
Leave us alone, man.
So
Yes,
it
it would
becomes
just-
unusable, which means that yes, it would explode with plants and stuff like that, but then you wouldn't be able to go through.
Okay, that's not what I want to do.
We can burn it.
I mean, I could cast Primal on it.
Seems pretty I don't know,
Excessive?
excessive. A little dangerous.
I guess I'll just hold my action. I don't know what the best thing to do would be. Unless
All
someone
right.
can think of something. I don't know. Okay.
Get us out of here.
So
Walk on the floor.
if that's what's happening right now, then as Sophia cowers currently,
Yeah.
Kyoko looks up, looks directly into Braum's eyes. Do it for Kay. And she narrows her eyes and then stabs her fingers forward. I'm going to make a roll. She's casting a cantrip.
Ooh. That sounds exciting.
So, Braum, you have 4 actions next turn.
Is that a thing you can do?
One for each of the gunmen.
Boop the snoot, boop the snoot, boop the snoot, boop the snoot.
That's what we're going with? Going with
Knock
Snoot
their
boot-
heads together,
Snoop
knock their heads
booping?
together,
And dance
rub
for the
their
other
butts
two.
together.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do remember you mentioning something about touching butts.
All right, I'm-
Where are we at?
Round. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Yep.
I don't have my cheat sheet with me.
1 die plus dexterity plus your wits.
Thank you.
Garbage.
I'll take it. 18.
I got 9.
8. Oh, great. And I have to declare my action first again. Fuck.
Take a full defense.
So you had 18.
Mhm.
Braum had
9.
8.
That's it, Captain Daft. Boom.
all right. There's the initiative for you. Patches 18, the bad guys 11, Kyoko 10, Braum 9, Sophia 8. Which means, Sophia, declare your action.
Full defense. Just flattening myself against the wall within the room and making sure that Zistor's out of the way.
I'm gonna shield Sister's body.
Braum?
If I have a pool of 4 actions, does that mean that I don't suffer like multiple action penalties for those 4? I
No.
imagine.
No action penalties for those 4.
So then I will declare 4 actions. It will be to run forward, attempt to clothesline and knock down the first 2 guards,
Okay.
kick the third one in the knee, and then grapple the 4th just to hold him. At least
All right.
My actions. Oh boy.
That works. Kyoko is going to try to run into the room with Sophia and then start pulling her out
With Zistor?
with Zistor,
Okay.
standing in front of Sophia. Patches? Or sorry,
bad guys?
Bad guys are going to fire at Braum, fire at Braum, fire at Braum, fire at Kyoko.
Ah, that bastard.
Great.
Patches isn't seen yet, so.
I'm going to attempt to cast Leisure Demand again, and I'm going to talking. Like, can I say like stop right there? Does that count as a funk?
Yeah, it's a level 1.
Great.
You're trying to ensnare them again?
Yeah,
Okay.
since it only lasted the round.
So that's another 2
Two
glamour.
John, can we turn Kate up slightly?
Nope. We can turn him down, but I can just be like, yeah. I'll just try to be louder.
Okay.
Because the best thing I can do is stop them all from acting. And I'll spend a little power.
You ready?
Okay.
Why not?
Come on, baby! Excuse me.
That is a non-success. Because
Right
I had a
it.
botch and a willpower, so.
Okay.
Okay. So bad guys are firing.
This is where I would abort to a defensive action. But
So
the game.
1 bad guy is firing. You still difficulty is +2. You still have your
True.
okay. 1 miss.
But of the game.
Okay, that's 5 successes
Whoa.
on the attack.
All right. Well, I will
Third-
be rolling. Oh yeah. No, roll all
So
of them.
you can't. So in terms of combat here,
Yeah.
if we look at combat, here's the issue. When it comes to firearms, firearms.
I mean, dodging guns is like basically impossible anyway. Obviously, right?
Yeah, so for defense, dodging firearms attacks is possible, but the roll is made at difficulty 9. So you can choose to abort, but you'll be rolling
I'm
at
not-
difficulty 9.
Right. Well, and they were at a +2 difficulty to hit anyway, so I'm gonna keep my actions.
Okay. Next guy's fire is 1 success and 1 success. So here comes the damage.
Soak. Oh, no, I guess, sorry. Yes, you roll your damage first. That's my mistake.
Yep. First one's damage is 1.
Okay, I'll roll soak now.
Yep.
If 6, I think, is what I...
Yep.
1 success.
Second one's damage is 3.
3?
3.
1 success.
Take 2. 2 lethal.
Okay.
Third one is 1.
Let's roll it, baby. 1 success.
All right.
So,
So,
bing, bing. Ow.
so take 2 lethal total from that. So Braum starts advancing through a hail of gunfire, and through the magic of the dreaming itself, most of the bullets don't find their mark until one of them manages to catch him right in the shoulder.
I'm still only bruised, so I'm gonna, I'm still going. You know?
Sophia, there's going to be a distraction in about 5 seconds. I want you to run.
Run where?
And Sophia. Braum, your actions.
Yay! Coming up. So the first 2 will be Dex Brawl to knock down. Body Slam, I think, was the...
Yep.
I have them written down here somewhere.
They've already taken their
Sorry.
action, so they can't actually defend against you.
Yeah. Let's do it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, no successes on the first one.
Okay.
Here.
Bad news.
so
Oh,
you
thank
can
you. Yeah,
see
I
it
guess I
better.
can actually use it.
Make it flat.
Second slam coming up. That's 3 successes on this second one.
Okay. Just keep rolling. We'll figure it out at the end.
Okay, cool. The third, I'm gonna kick, which does additional damage, additional diff. 3 successes,
Okay.
and then the fourth, what did I say, was a grapple,
Grapple.
or like a clinch? It's just to grab him. What is this? Strength brawl. So
Yep.
another. Wow. 1, 2, 3.
So Braum charges in and, like 10 pins scattering, manages to bounce off 2 of them who go flying in either direction and grabs the third, holding onto him, and his gun arm is pinned to the side of his body. That's round. Sophia, your action first. We're going to keep initiative for this.
Okay.
Oh. I guess we'll hold because I'm waiting on the distraction.
So once
Or should I
the
declare that I'm
distraction
going to run?
occurs,
Yeah.
what would your action be?
Run up the stairs, I guess.
Okay. Braum?
Swing the dude that I'm holding into the guy who's still up. Just pick him up and swing the guy's legs.
Oh
Is
shit!
that a thing I can do?
Okay. Kyoko's locked in. The 2 guys who have been knocked over are going to try to find their weapons. One of them is going to try to break free from the clinch, and one of them is going to try to aim at Braum because he's afraid of hitting his friend. Patches?
I'm going to shoot towards the I'm gonna try to hit the foot of the dude who
Is still up.
is still up. Yeah.
All right. Patches.
So that is Dexterity firearm?
Dexterity firearms. Your difficulty
Yeah.
is... You're holding which
My
weapon
9
here?
mil?
Your 9 mil. So,
Chick, chick, kaboom.
oh right, the difficulty is based on your distance to your target.
Yeah. I
So-
would assume that I'm within 30 feet.
Like my
Oh, yeah.
laugh can make a
Yeah.
gust of wind. Like an airy fart.
Like an airy fart.
You're not you're
How
not
was that?
mounted.
Yeah.
Oh. Actually, really good.
Manifesting an
Not
area.
having my...
Well,
That's
Bear with
fine.
me.
I don't have it either, so
Yeah.
you know.
I'm just thinking about it like little rocks in there. Put rocks inside their guns. Is that a thing you
I
can?
feel like I would need prop and scene.
So the difficulty is 6.
Okay.
Except the difficulty is going to. You're aiming for his foot. Do you care if you hit him in the leg?
No.
So add 1 to your difficulty. Your difficulty is 7.
Okay. And what are my bonuses for my gun?
At the moment from your 9 mil.
Yeah, I don't have any of my cheat sheets with me, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'll use
You're
my 9 mil.
you're here.
So that's just rate.
Yeah, it turns into your damage. So. Rip.
Diff 6?
If 7.
Diff 7? Does this involve steady hand?
Yes.
Great.
Because you don't roll your art, you roll on glamour.
Fucking non-success.
So you just roll. You roll this. +1. No, just plus your.
So the bullet goes into the wall. Plink. One bad guy's gonna try to break this clinch.
Do it, baby. Can I roll?
No, he fails.
Oh, okay.
He just straight up fails. The guy still on his feet is taking his aim action. The other 2 people are trying to find their weapons. At one point, the fire extinguisher hanging on the wall behind them explodes, and it's a massive burst of powder that goes everywhere. Braum.
Is it hard? Like, can you see through it? Is it opaque?
Yes, you can see through it. It's just distracting.
Okay. I'm going
So
to.
you're gonna do your throw?
Yeah. Yes. Actually. So yeah, I'm gonna toss him. In fact, I'm gonna let him out of the clinch. Toss him at the guy who's still up.
Okay.
Not looking for his weapon. Is it athletics? Because I'm throwing.
Sure. Why not?
How do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's call it athletics for now.
I like that. Coming up. Wow. There's 6 successes here. Yeah.
All right, let's just say it works. So
Yeah.
you pick it up.
That sounds good.
The guy gets flung, collapses into the guy with the gun, who raises his hands to try to block it, and they both slam into the wall next to them. Sophia.
Still running with Kyoko and Zistor, I guess, up the stairs.
So Kyoko shoulders Zistor, but it's difficult for her and starts to drag him out. Patches.
Round?
Yeah, this is round.
Okay.
But you
so-
currently have no active combatants. They're all trying to figure out what's going on, or are currently getting,
where is
special
Braum?
hugs.
In the doorway, basically.
Okay. And Sophia is past me? Or near me?
Sophia has started to run.
Towards
I'm up
me
the
and
stairs.
towards the doors?
I know.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Then I'm going to... my plan is to cover our escape and try to gesture Braum and everyone to go up the stairs.
Okay. Braum?
Yeah. I'm gonna go on the way. I'm gonna try to tear the door off its hinges and fling it backwards
Nice.
at the dudes.
Okay.
I don't know if that takes a lot of effort or if I can just be eh.
Kyoko calls out help as she's trying to pull Zistor along.
I'm gonna go to help her. That's probably not super effective.
after I've torn the door from its hinges and flung it backwards, I'm running up to shoulder Zistor as well. Damn it, Ella.
So you start racing up the stairs, all of you. Zistor's head just banging on each stair as he goes up, like...
Ooh, I thought Braum was carrying
Are you
him.
gonna not carry him, lift him up off the ground?
Well, duh. I don't think so. This is entertaining. Yeah, I'll grab him once I get there.
And when you get to the top and you burst out into there, you see Claude is no longer there. The locks, however, on the door are clenched shut. And then you hear Patch's car. And the tires squeal.
Oh, shit.
So I have my
Stand
keys with me.
Yep.
clear.
And you see Patch's car screaming its way towards the doors.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna like throw my arms out. Well, I'm carrying Zistor, so one arm. Stand clear.
And you see Claude, your dash has been popped and there's wires pulling out of them. And Claude is his head is just barely peeking up above the steering wheel. And as he's driving, you see it's running forward, and then just before the car hits the doors, they blow open, sending the doors flying out into the lab itself, allowing a nice clear path for the car to enter. And then he slams on the brakes and swerves, the car skidding with its side, and ends like a centimeter before the fountain and starts running. Or like the car keeps running. And then Claude just kind of... and he pushes himself over so that he is now sitting in the passenger side, and then looks up and just starts whistling.
I'm gonna hop in the driver's seat.
I'm getting into the back seat.
Yeah, Kyoko and I are gonna try to find a way to like cram ourselves into the back seat
Along with
Zistor
Zistor
across our laps.
Like, oh.
As soon as they're in, I'm gonna floor it.
So the tires skid again, and you leave a nice patch of rubber on the ground as you manage to get the car out and then out through the doors.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I must.
Never.
hope so.
Fuck. My shit. Again.
Like, your dash is fucked.
Why didn't you have us covered? What happened?
So that whole thing about there being 10 minutes before the locks come back on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they cut up to us before 10 minutes were out. They locked us in the basement. Got Zistor, he's barely alive. Mission successful, I suppose.
Sophia, is there anything more we can do for Zistor now? And is everyone all right? Other than Zistor, I suppose.
Saw you take a bullet. We'll take care of you when we have a moment.
I think he's out of danger now.
Can I dig the bullet out of my own shoulder like a badass and throw it out the window?
Kenny?
Yeah, you can try.
Ah! Sounds good.
We're going to call that stamina medicine.
I have a specialty for resilient? How do you feel
No.
about that? No.
Not for getting a bullet out of you.
It's like if you're taking multiple repeated punches to the head.
Difficulty is 7.
Oh, thank God. Just one success.
So you manage to cram a knife in, and then the bullet pops out, except that instead of it coming clean into your hand, it skitters down into like the footwell of the car.
Uh-oh. Damn it.
So now there's a bullet and part of your granite rumbling around.
Everything.
Patches, I'll get it in a. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it when we get there.
Fine, you're wounded.
I'm just glad we have Zistor again.
So it's kind of fucking late for good donuts. Tim Hortons is gonna have to do. I like way too quickly take a corner and take an exit to stop at Tim Hortons.
Clonker heads on the side. Clonk.
The Tim Hortons along Saint Jacques.
Yeah, if we're
Saint
there
Jacques and
by
Cavendish?
then. I was trying to figure out if there was one like more. There's a Tim Hortons along the 20 just before the Dorval Circle. That's where we'll go.
Okay.
Dorval Circle.
Head to the drive-thru.
So when you pull up to the drive-thru, a person looks in and sees the following: Dash, totally like fucked up. A rather an older-looking gentleman sitting in the front seat, kind of shrinking away from the driver's side, or rather that way, so that he can.
Yeah.
The driver who might not be in the best of moods, and in the back seat there's a rather large-looking guy who's bleeding from the shoulder, a woman wearing essentially like a catsuit, a bleeding out wet guy, and the most gorgeous woman she's ever seen. Just mashed into the back seat. And she looks up. Then you hear over the speaker.
That's excellent.
Yeah, 2 dozen assorted donuts. Bit more generous with the honey crullers. Medium dark roast coffee. Anything else, guys?
Extra large dark roast, please.
Extra large dark roast.
That's $209. That's $109.
Does it show up on the screen?
Yeah, they start showing up on the screen.
I hate it so much. I hate those voice things.
We good? Great. Thanks.
Hold on to the second window, please.
Pull it to the second window. Pay wave.
Pink. She hands you 2 boxes and then 2 coffees.
Hand them to Claude. Like, I just plunk them on his lap, and then I take them and hand the coffee back to Sophia.
Have a nice day. Night.
Can't let the party stop on Halloween, am I right? And then I drive off.
Oh yeah, I throw the words Comic-Con out as well, just cause.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
You could tell she's had a rough day.
It was my job to cover your escape, to be able to leave the building.
Yeah, and Braum only took a shoulder trying to leave the building. It's fine. Don't fuck with my shit. You're gonna pay for fixing this.
Technically, it's the Red Branch. You know, we'll deal with it later.
Great. Someone's gonna fucking pay for it, and you're gonna keep your greasy hands off of my machinery. So pissed.
Throat, don't fuck with my shit. I love it.
When you stop at the Spark, you get out carrying either coffee, donuts, or Zistor Flexx. call the elevator. Opens up. Pile inside. The elevator stops. Opens up. And Incisor is sitting on the couch, picking her teeth. So,
Look, Claude, thanks for having your asses. Just don't fuck up my car or any of my shit, and we'll be good.
for you, it's your car. For me, it's my bar. Everybody walks behind my bar. They fuck up my shit. I understand. I get it. Incisor looks up. Oh. I missed it, didn't I? The whole, you went out and you rescued Zistor Flexx and you wouldn't even tell me that that's what you were doing. You were just going out and possibly dying. I thought you were kidding. I mean, like...
Look, this isn't my confidential bullshit to be confidential and shitty about. So, if you haven't been cleared, then you haven't been cleared. If you're in the know, then I guess I would assume that you're in the know.
So, like, I have a responsibility to this guy, but at the moment, I'm not going to end up getting mad because I guess I'm more happy that he's back than pissed at you. So, I'm going to go get somebody. You wait for a second. And then she, like, kicks out the couch. She kicks the couch so that it flops over on one side and its pillows fall out. And then it rights itself because of its weight. So now it's just the pillows on the base. And then she heads off towards the offices.
Let's get Zistor lying down here, quick. Claude, how is it that the Red Branch
Got your
has...
goddamn donuts. Go ahead.
Yes. The honey crullers are yours.
I like Boston cream, bitches.
Oh, Jesus. Boston. Claude, how is it possible that some of the people here at the Spark are members of the Red Branch, but not all? Why is that?
Because not all of them know.
Right.
Oh my god. What the... Fuck you. Everything.
Shit.
There we go.
We're gonna put Zistor down on the couch. Get him all comfy.
Zistor's breathing a little steadily now at this point, but then Incisor comes back and she is literally dragging Talus by the mechanical arm, and he's like, what are you doing? And then stops short when he sees Zistor lying on the couch, and he rushes forward, sliding on his goat knees towards it, and then just places his hands on Zistor's chest and then looks up. Where did you find him?
He told us where he was.
He was being held captive.
You idiot. Idiot. And just raises his fist for a second and then just lets it sink softly onto Zistor's chest. And he starts silently weeping. You always were an asshole.
Talus, we didn't know.
Didn't know what? That he's the best thing that ever happened to me, and that's got to say something about my life?
Yes, That. What?
Such an asshole. He's putting me through this.
Well, he's here now.
For what it's worth, he's probably still incredibly injured. Cold iron, I think.
Yeah, I
Speaking of which, I'm gonna like sort of grab Braum by the elbow and look at his wound.
he'll live. It's fine. He's a troll and he has extra health levels anyway.
Just gonna like
I'm bruised.
rip his shirt a little more around the wound so that the fabric doesn't get into it.
I'm gonna have all of you
Yes.
roll a banality trigger.
Oh.
Explain.
So for a banality trigger, let's call it up here.
Little glamour diff 8. Oh.
So yeah, you're gonna roll your glamour. Difficulty is 8, and if you fail, you gain a point of banality.
Do we know? Well, I guess we'll find out in a sec. I was like, do we know what happened? But, oh,
Diff
the
8?
trip.
Yep.
So non-success.
So point of banality for you.
And is that a dot
It's
or
a
an
point,
Okay.
not a dot.
Okay.
Whew, I got a success.
Sophia?
So,
I failed.
So Sophia, because you are an autumn she, you don't get the same curse of banality that the Arcadian she do, so you only get 1 point. For Arcadians, that would have been 2.
you.
So now that he's here,
Guess he's in charge once he's appropriately conscious.
no, I don't think he gets to be in charge until we've had a lot of answers given to us.
Good. I don't want to have to rewire the keypad down there again.
You're the one
Getting a
fucking
little
with
weird.
the keypad?
Look.
When I went down there, it asked me about a sonnet it was composing.
Look, I don't know what the fuck I got up to last night, but
14 lines.
clearly the keypad liked it.
That's kind of sick.
Look, it's Samhain. I don't know what's sick or not sick.
But all that said, I do agree with Claude. We need to know about Little One. We need to know about this rocket. We need to know why he left.
Of course.
So he doesn't leave this freehold. Are we clear? And I like plunk down on the floor next to Zistor Flexx.
No, Braum. I think you should sleep it off. Y'all can sleep it off. I'm consuming a coffee. I guess, Sophia, you might be up for a while. And we'll take shifts.
Fine.
Fair?
Yes.
Fine.
Well done, team.
Did you remember anything else, Braum?
The woman seemed to know me. Said that I spoke in a way similar to Kay. And I found, well, Patches, thank you. You found this.
The great hunter. I can't be a great hunter. I've never hunted before. Did you know it was me? Either way, whether you knew it or not, you caught me. You can still get away. You're quick. I can't let any words yell to me, but I need to know. Now that I'm caught, what do you intend to do about it?
I'm sorry, old friend. One of us needs to say.
Ah, fuck.
Something else, Braum?
No. I don't know.
It's all right, Braum. What you don't know can't hurt you.
I don't
Yeah,
mind
whoever.
being hurt.
Sorry, what was that, Scott?
I was just saying I don't mind being hurt. I just want to know.
Whoever's in that stairwell knew about Rick.
The mention of Rick, I'm going to shudder
Violently.
involuntarily.
I know, Sophia. Well, maybe now that we have this, someone can tell me more. But no, nothing new as of yet. Perhaps we'll... Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
I was going to say, perhaps we'll end up going back there and paying them another visit on our terms. Who knows? What?
Why would you want to go back there?
I got this, and I'm gonna show the photo of the word that was in the file.
Homepage.
Homepage.
Is it just all one word homepage? Is it a passcode phrase?
I'm not sure, but it was in amongst a whole bunch of documents that were otherwise rather normal. And it's rather strange to have it written like this. It's a clue. Might be
Yes.
nothing.
Well, at least we have a
Talus,
place.
Talus looks up. Thanks for bringing him home. Still gonna kill him.
Hopefully after we get some answers.
If you're lucky. Asshole. I don't envy one character the next time they sleep. One of you has done something that might make sleeping a little more difficult next time around. But there are miles to go before we sleep. We have experience to hand out, a play of the game to discover, all that and more coming up in John's Fancy Corner. In just a moment.
I'm hoping, Kung Fu Fenris, that you're referring to not what John said, but rather to your previous statement of awesome, not you.
Yeah.
Charge of the Braum.
And then he ends up nominating you, so clearly.
Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 brum, brum, brum.
I'm gonna charge up and cast defensive spells. It was so nice and so great.
Beautiful.
So Lohan apparently wants to rebrand Scott.
Oh.
Forget Biff the Bouse. Braum the Bouse. I'm into it. Yeah.
Correct, Real Brick Wall.
Yeah, Real Brick Wall, you were here last session, last week. We had another encounter with Rick. If you haven't seen F10, go back and watch it. It's
Quite a
pretty
treat.
intense. Ooh. Yay, we're alive.
Correct.
Flo drove a car like a badass.
I was referring to your face, Dex, the one with the dreams.
Ooh.
I
Kung Fu is calling
1000%
it.
agree, Kung Fu.
Calling it.
Could be Patches. She cheated, but
Oh.
probably so.
Oh god.
I think she got an extra large coffee.
I'm never sleeping
She
again.
does
Glug,
not
glug, glug,
wanna
glug.
notice.
Mhm.
She's not excited about it.
Small cars can be very uncomfortable places.
Tiny. So shiny.
The back
really
of a
hoping
Volkswagen.
Cell is like tall, smelly lady. It's not. It's clearly not.
Tall spectacled lady? Tall snooty lady?
Snooty?
Snooty? She sounds
So
snooty to me.
while we're waiting for the plays of the game to come in,
Oh, science lady.
let's turn to my immediate right. What did you learn? I learned your dice suck. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
Your dice blew today. What the fuck happened?
I'm using the old dice. I didn't bring the new set. So I used to have amazing luck with these. So I was like, oh, well, I'll bring my dice bag. Nope, not so good. So I learned that Patches really doesn't want to be in charge. But if no one else is taking points, she will. And she's not very good at being nice about it. And then afterwards, she's like, oh, I should be good. Yeah, you did okay.
Liz?
Sophia learned what she already suspected, which is that she is bloody useless in situations like this.
Oh.
Unless it comes to making a well of blood.
Of life. Well, of life.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I gotta go.
And Scott?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, yeah. Let's be real. Braum learned that there's a woman who lives in Montreal who works at a science lab who knows him, who maybe held him captive, and who knows Kay. That's the real thing here. I learned more about combat, but that's what Braum learned.
What?
Get stealth.
No,
No,
that's fair.
but yeah, I think that was the big thing today.
Your play of the game has been begun for voting. Braum charges up to protect his allies. Patches finds the boss. Sophia creates a well of life in a cup.
In a cup.
Sophia wouldn't have to be the designated torch holder. She could have used Spring to do basically what I was doing with Ensnare and not doing very well with.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was.
I guess you could have
thinking of doing.
blocked them from us and let us run, possibly, right? Like, I'm thinking about it just for the future.
Because the same like spell level that you were thinking of using for the doors, like John pulled it up and was looking at it, and it can also restrain people.
No,
So,
for sure, and
yeah.
that was all stuff that I was thinking of, but you
Okay.
guys were doing it just as effectively.
Legit.
Yeah, you bought a round.
I
where
got
they
one
couldn't do
round. That's it. And then I failed the next one.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
In a way, though,
And also, I was like, oh, sorry. What, John?
in Changeling, in a lot of World of Darkness games, eliminating somebody else's ability to do damage is quite powerful, if only that one hit can potentially take you out of a fight. So there were 4 people firing at Scott, and one of them managed to hit him and do damage. Imagine if all 4 of them had. And
yeah.
if they all took 2 damage
Yeah.
from him, then he would have been incapacitated at that point.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you kept.
Um,
Ridiculous.
But as weird as it is, I'm also kind of playing, like, trying anyway, to role play a character who doesn't know what to do in these situations. So it's like a weird, like, it's Liz trying to figure out what would be strategic, but also it's like
yeah, how
kind of
strategic is your
trying
character, for sure.
to handicap Sophia in a way because she's just, like, never had to do this shit before. It's so weird.
Yay! Thanks, everyone. We're all just happy to be nominated.
Braum's just happy to be nominated. Scott wins play of the game this round by charging up to protect his allies.
a lot of XP.
So we can feel good about that.
Nice.
Sorry.
Why didn't Patches bring the lightning gun?
Because we were dealing with mortals. I probably had it on me, but I wasn't going to use that. Like, I was actively armed with my 9mm.
Damn it, Liz.
Who has the most plays of the game? It's pretty even at the moment.
Yeah, I
We're
think
following an
Liz
exact
might-
pattern. I don't know if we still are, but it went.
We
it
were
went
cycling
Kate
for sure. I
Scott
don't know if we
me,
still are.
Kate Scott me.
You know, guys,
Scott
if you really want to
Kate.
find out,
Or Kate Scott.
RPGclinic.com has all the episodes and their plays of the game in the sidebar. Other than this one, obviously.
Oh, Scott's singing my song.
What?
Now he is 13. So get shopping.
I bought one thing. Damn
Tell
it,
him
God.
what to buy.
Thanks, Crosshair. I don't think Braum plays games. I'm gonna go with crossword.
Sophia's is Twister.
Oh!
Oh, game?
So is there game next week, folks?
I believe so.
I think so. I'm free.
Come on, let's check. Let's find out.
It's the day after our day trip.
Yes,
Oh,
I am available.
day trip.
I think so.
Yeah. That's
It's
it.
possible that then people might get a chance to actually meet Zistor Flexx coming up next Sunday. But we've got like 6 other days before that. How can we possibly fill all that time?
I got it, John. Pick me. I can help with tomorrow.
Okay, what's going on tomorrow, Scott?
You know what? On Monday, tomorrow, guys, a little later than usual, I have this fabulous shirt, and I'm thinking about using it for some sort of character that might wear a red shirt, like a Russian space pilot guy.
Oh,
We'll talk. It's going to be great. Drop on by. Kate, Aragorn's got it up already, but check my Twitter, and you'll find out when and what the hell is going on tomorrow with me. Okay.
Looks like
Tuesday.
Tuesday we might have the Coolian throwing down. I mean, he's in chat. I don't know if he's playing Streets of Rogue right now. That might be what he's playing on Tuesday. We'll find out. Coming up soon, though, Tuesdays will, of course, be taken up by Beandock's new Heroic Portrait live streams.
Starting in December. So, like, next Tuesday, I think.
I think so.
I need to fix what? Oh, those. Yeah, I'll fix those. I'll fix those, Aragorn. Don't worry. His last Jeff stream is this Tuesday. Oh, well, then there you go.
That is so sad.
Wednesday is RPG Clinic. We've had a couple of good ones. We're hoping to continue that trend, so won't you join us right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before then, it's smoother than ever. Check out Noctis's non-canon VR adventures, JT's channel. Find the link below. Thursday?
Gonna be some Catch of Kate. Yay! Probably continuing Dungeon
StarCraft?
Keeper, maybe StarCraft. We'll see what I'm feeling on that particular day. Stay tuned to the Twitter, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I don't think anything happens on Fridays, though.
Nah, nothing cool at all.
Certainly nothing involving a cool special guest.
Who's the guest?
So we finished Fallout New Vegas Punchy, which means we are starting.
Oh, actually,
the only
you
way
punched the
Punchy
head
knows
off
how.
yourself.
I
So in
did.
fact, you did
I
finish
did.
the game.
So we're going to be starting Sleeping Dogs with none other than the king of sleeping
Ineffable.
dogs, Fred.
Yay, Fred! Yay,
on.
Fred!
It's gonna be a
And then on
friend.
Saturday, I think that's you.
Nothing from either of us on Saturday.
Oh,
Right,
hashtag
we're gonna be elsewhere.
Yeah,
Free for a
all day
steel
long.
stream.
I might. We'll see. Because I'll be all alone once again.
Oh.
A bloop, bloop, bloop.
Wait, you did what?
You'll be able to see Chemdaff, possibly even Aragorn, streaming throughout the week as well, along with Lahan, his Radio Free Twerkle on Thursday evenings. There's plenty of stuff. You'll be able to catch it all, but you will see us here on Sunday for Day 12 coming up. Oh, maybe I should play PUBG with Nohijin. That's not a bad idea. Special thanks as always to our moderators, Captain Daff and Aragwen, along with our subscribers. Rocky made it to a new milestone, so did Aragwen, and believe me, I bet they feel good about it, and I bet you could too. It's thanks to subscribers, donations, and all of your word-of-mouth support that helps keeps us going. Until then, see you then. Until then, you'll see you then? Fuck that. I need a better sign-out than this.
This is John Verrill. Out.
Bye.
Fuck. Fix it.
Fix it.
Cars into buildings.